right. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good day, good afternoon, and welcome back to another episode of Lou Reviews. I am Lou, and I am insanely late. No, Justin, I did not fall asleep. I've been working all day, and I'm going to show you what I've been working all day on. It's actually been for you guys. So I'm excited to show you. I've been doing a lot of learning today, a lot of stuff that I am insanely uncomfortable with. But it's all good. I think I got a pretty good handle on everything so far. And I'm excited to show you guys. So yeah, we'll get into that in a couple of minutes. But first, I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. I got a text from Ryan Sprague. He's like, dude, is everything okay? We're all waiting for you on your stream. I'm like, holy cow, totally forgot. It's been a really busy day. Laundry day, all sorts of stuff. I don't want to get but all sorts of stuff. All good. Nothing bad. So, thank you, Ryan, for the show reminder. Love it. Okay. Coin exchange. At what hour should we worry that he isn't able to make the PC into the PC/video? Is he planning to be as late as the UAP report was? Not that late. I won't be a month late, but I was kind of pretty close. They say the king is always the last to show up at the party. Oh man, that's very kind of you. Lex Diaz, this UAP report all over again. Maybe 20 is not enough for an audience with this king. No, definitely not. We did a show yesterday for 10, less than 10 people. So no, that's not the issue at all. But it is funny. Face orange biting nails. Face orange. Oh wait, am I supposed to see this on the actual stream? I think I know what it is. Biting nails. I'm looking at on the actual show page. Yes. Okay, I see it. Thank you so much. I hope you didn't worry too bad. But I'm here. I'm here for all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Ryan Springdale, he definitely did. Has he said anything on Twitter? No. I actually, my Twitter account has been suspended for a week because I called somebody. I didn't even call somebody an ass. I just said ass. Told Dick Butt to remove his lips from the ass of his overlords, and he took that really so offensively that he reported me to Twitter. I hope you've healed, Dick Butt. I hope everything's okay with you, you jerk. Anyway, all right, let me do this real quick. Let me kill the music, shall I? There we go. All right. What else? What else is in the chat? Let's see here. All right. So, did I miss the announcement, or is he just late? The announcement: Lou and Mike are going to do a show again called Singularity Review. Thank you, Ryan Sprague. Damn, this is a huge announcement. It didn't have me curious, but now it does. Huge announcement. New show, Lou on Lou. 30 minutes now. They're waiting for 22. Sorry for the wait, guys. Again, apologies. Everything is totally okay. The announcement that there is no show today. Everyone who hasn't checked out Somewhere in the Sky's YouTube channel needs to check it out. Definitely go check it out. Coin exchange. This is the announcement that there would be an announcement. Yes, there's gonna be an announcement of an announcement of an announcement. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. Okay, let's do this, shall we? First things first is I want to do a live review of the brand new trailer for Shazam. This should be, I haven't seen this yet, so I'm kind of excited to see it. I don't want to blow this up full screen. There we go. Okay, there we go. So you guys can see it. I can see it. Again, I'm going to talk over some of this. I have been sort of watching other channels review trailers. We have such a small show right now that, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and play it so you guys can hear it as well, and I'll be stopping it and speaking over parts of it, so hopefully we don't get a copyright strike, but here we go.
We are at war. We will
Helen Mirren?
everything. champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
You are very menacing. I just want you to know that.
Okay.
A lot has changed in the last few years. The wizard gave me superpowers.
Shazam.
And then everybody got superpowers. The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
All right.
Stole the power of the gods. You ripped it from our father's core.
Okay, I feel like maybe I should be writing all this down.
Give us the powers, child.
Your world will not survive.
Well, definitely the humor is still going to be in this flick. That's for sure. It seems like it's going to have its humor. And also, we're going to go over. James Gunn also had a cool announcement today too. So if you guys want to talk about that, we can as well. But he basically laid out the DC Universe timeline and what's coming. So I think I'll pull up that video. We'll talk about that for a hot second.
Powers? Come get them. Hey, Khaleesi!
I mean, I never thought I'd see the day where Helen Mirren is a super baddie in a superhero movie. I've got not concerns. How could you have concerns about the acting of Helen Mirren? But I just, I think it's just, let's get Helen Mirren, pay her a bunch of money just because we can. Will she be good in the role? We'll see. I mean, we'll see. I could be totally wrong on this. It's just one of those things where I'm like, it could be bad. Could be bad. Hopefully it's not. We'll see. And there's also dragons. We got dragons in this movie.
We have one job to do. Save the world.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
I can't do this. Take my powers back. You gave them to me, so you can take them back, right?
Is this gonna be like Superman 2? Where we get, I think I clicked on what is this? I don't know what I clicked on, but the trailer is definitely not 14 minutes and 44 seconds. I think that's why the audio is a little funky. Let's see here. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see what else.
I spent millennia.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Superman trope of, part 2, he gets his powers taken away, and then he's just not Superman for most of the movie until the end where he gets the superpowers back. I hope they don't do that. A lot of part 2s do that. I think Spider-Man part 2 did that. Obviously, Superman part 2. Did Iron Man do it? Or he kind of like just didn't want to do his powers anymore. Anyway.
Searching for a worthy champion. You know exactly what must be done.
It looks like it's got like a Doctor Strange element in it where maybe they're messing with the universe in a way. It's like all like trippy, kind of like Doctor Strange right here.
Billy, what are you doing? I have to do this.
We end this now.
Yeah, we do.
Unicorns, dragons.
References. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe.
All right, so yeah, so clearly
we'll do an IMAX ticket giveaway.
I did a breakdown. I clicked the breakdown of so we're doing a breakdown of the breakdown. There we go. Oh, okay, I see what happened. I accidentally clicked it. Okay, cool. So I don't know, man. This trailer didn't make me super excited. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like already, clearly, I feel like this is the beginning of the movie, right? Where she plants this thing, and we get this another scene where the CGI monster destroys a stadium of some kind. It's just a little tired. There's some things I'm seeing in this trailer that don't give me a lot of confidence, and I really like the first movie. So I don't know if this movie is just a couple years just too late. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if this movie makes it into the new DC universe timeline that James Gunn is talking about. I know he's excited for this movie to come out, and he explained that earlier today in a Twitter post. But I don't know about this. I'm not feeling super confident about this one, if I'm being honest with you guys. There's the Shazam crew. The Goonie shirt. Dragons, wizards. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure. See, let me check out the IMDb on this again. How do you guys feel about this trailer? Interested to know what you guys think. Let's see here. Shazam, IMDb. Shazam, is it Fury of the Gods? Yeah, okay. So Helen Mirren's obviously playing a god of some kind. Hold on. Let me get the cast and get their parts here. Okay. So we've got Zachary Levi. Helen Mirren is playing Hespera. What is Hespera the god of again? Okay, so she's the daughter of Atlas, the eldest daughter of Atlas, the ill-intended daughter of Atlas. So Lucy Liu, as we saw, she's in this as well. I don't know. Let's read the. I'm curious to know what the trailer, or excuse me, the film breakdown is. It's a pretty short log line. The film continues the story of teenage Billy Batson, who, upon reciting the magic words Shazam, is transformed into an adult superhero alter ego Shazam. That can't be the breakdown of the movie, right? Like, that's all I got on IMDb. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know about this one. I kind of feel like, and this is just a gut feeling, I have a feeling that the studio was just like, let's just get this out and put it together. If I had to take a guess based off this trailer, I'm going to guess that this is not going to be part of the new DC universe. That's just my guess. And we went over Zachary Levi's message to fans, and it was really sweet, really heartfelt. And he understands that, like, if Shazam doesn't make it into the next universe, like, he's totally cool with it, and he trusts James Gunn. So if the main actor from the movie can say something like that, it'd be a bummer to see him go because he's such a nice dude. But if that means that it's a course correct for DC, them's the breaks, just like he said, them's the breaks. It sucks to lose that job as an actor, but he understands 100% how the business is, and I mean, yeah, it just, like, the CGI doesn't look great. It's just, yeah, I'm not as excited as I was before. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, I mean, Hyatt Denimug says, I'll catch it on Stars or something. Rachel's like, meh. Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. All right, cool. So yeah, you guys are super curious about this announcement, which is good. I'm glad you're here for it. All right, let's remove Shazam, because I'm honestly not really feeling it. We'll see what happens. But one thing I wanted to do real quick is pull up this message from James Gunn, because I thought it was really cool. Let me see here. Let me stop that, and let me pull this up. All right, yeah, this is really good. It's already got 3.2 million views, and I thought this was exciting, and it's also just gives you an idea of, like, how passionate James Gunn is about comic books and the DC universe and all things that he's now completely in charge of. So, hey, if it sucks, it's all on him. But if it's awesome, it's going to be all on him too. He's essentially the Kevin Feige of DC. So let's see what he has to say about the future of DC.
Hey, everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love, that resets the entire DC universe. Then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started.
It's interesting that Shazam is going to lead right into The Flash. This is, I think, one of the biggest problem properties for DC right now is The Flash, because Ezra Miller is just an absolute maniac. I don't even know how he still has a job. It's the allegations that are against him are pretty damn nasty. I mean, you just saw Cartoon Network completely disassociate with Justin Roiland on the allegations of the stuff that he's been doing. And Ezra Miller is right there as far as same kind of allegations, and yet he's still got a job at DC. I don't know why they're continuing forward with The Flash. If you're going to reset everything, that should have been the first thing you reset. And I'll be honest with you, if I've got a beef with DC right now, it's The Flash. I think they should have scrapped that entire film. I thought they should have fired Ezra Miller's ass right on the spot. And whatever you filmed, chalk it up as a loss. You'll make it back on other films. That's if there's one thing I'm nervous about this new universe that's being built by James Gunn, I hope Ezra Miller's not a part of it going forward, because he genuinely does not deserve to be. So yeah, let's see what else he's got to say. I mean, that I'm not very excited about that part. 8 to 10 year plan. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. Because I think that's something that fans dig, when they hear Mark Hamill as the Joker. How cool would it be if you saw Mark Hamill actually doing the Joker in a film later that year, 2 years after the animated project? That's just an example, but I think that's pretty cool. And it also sort of puts a nice layer of consistency between animation and all. I mean, video games. He said this is a map for the entire thing. So if you've got the same actors playing the same parts across all the different forms of media, I think that's awesome. That's pretty cool. And it makes sense, right? Like, totally makes sense. Sorry, didn't mean to cut that off. So they're also doing a live TV action show about Waller, which is played by Viola Davis, and she was the Suicide Squad commander, I guess. That's pretty cool. Uh, That was pretty cool. I would want to listen to that part. I would like watch his face when he talks about Waller. He gets excited and a little giddy. So I loved Peacemaker. I thought Peacemaker on HBO was awesome. I was going into it not expecting to like it, and then it was even better than I expected. So yeah, that was a really cool. Wait, did I not? Oh, I didn't put this part back. There we go. I'm an idiot. All right, here we go. All right.
And I can't wait for people to see it. Okay. Next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025. Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple.
I'm all over the place today. I apologize. Oh my gosh. I've been working very hard. Very, very hard. And I'm going to show you on what here shortly. But okay. So yeah. Welcome back to the show. I've got video now with what I'm talking about. So thank you, Ryan, again for helping produce the show. And also who told you to text me? That was pretty funny. We lost video, Lou. It's just you, amigo. Like, yeah. You know, this is what happens when you take a 4-month break, guys.
Couple of Green Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it,
that is awesome. That is awesome. Green Lanterns in the vein of True Detective being detectives for the galaxy. That is awesome. And it also is simple. I love the simplicity of this idea. I know the Green Lantern movie has gotten a lot of shit. I think the character is cool. I like the character of Green Lantern. I think the way James Gunn just pitched this, I'm in. Like, I'm in. And you know that all of these things are going to be produced by HBO because it's Warner Brothers. So you got a real good shot at most of these being really good. I hope they get the writers of the first season of True Detective. That would be
discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion project of mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters we are now bringing into the DCU and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're doing a television series called...
That kind of sounds like The Boys a little bit. The Authority, that sounds awesome. And here's what I also like about what DC is doing and what James Gunn is a genuine comic book nerd, and he's pulling out the properties that most people haven't heard of and making them. I mean, Peacemaker, I hadn't heard of Peacemaker before Suicide Squad, and now we've got a whole TV show based off of that character, and it's awesome. And James Gunn wrote that series and helped direct a couple episodes as well. So if Peacemaker is sort of the setting of the bar, then I'm very excited going forward for characters that normally, like when I first started watching The Boys, it took me one episode, but it did take me a little getting used to of the superhero names. I'm like, I don't know about the deep, like these are such lame names, but then you fall in love with the characters and you completely, all of that stuff just melts away because the story's so rich and it's violent, it's gory, it's for adults, it's not campy. When it is campy, it makes fun of itself. Like, so I'm all in on this. That project sounds badass. And also, the thing that excites me is it's a passion project of his. So he's the one heading it up. He's the one that is excited about it. I mean, like, I'm all in on James Gunn. I'm going to put in all my chips to the table and say this guy is going to be better than Feige, and I think he's going to make DC the new Marvel. They're going to be the studio that actors are going to want to work for, because not only is it a big payday, but it's a big payday with meaty, complex characters. Whereas Marvel, to me, a lot of those characters, for the most part, are very cookie cutter. There's not a lot of depth to the Marvel universe when it comes to its characters, especially when compared to the newer DC stuff. Prime example again, Peacemaker. I think that show has a lot of depth, a lot more depth than most anything I've seen put out by Marvel. So again, super excited.
Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is the story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. And so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics really popular.
The Bat family. They're going to be like... This is what I love about James Gunn, right? Like, he's not afraid to make the Batman a family business, because it's done in the comic books. He's not afraid to adapt it to film and not do it. And again, not in a campy, cheesy way. I think that these things will be justified. They'll be slick, they'll be gory, they'll be adult themed. So that sounds awesome.
Popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents, whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about, a very dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very different. One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique. Something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
All right. So that was James Gunn. I mean, what's not exciting about those projects coming up and the person who's heading it? I mean, I'm excited. Again, the only thing that sort of is the hitch in my side when it comes to this whole DC universe building idea is that, I really don't want Ezra Miller to be a part of it. I think it's pretty lame, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping after the Flash movie, I think, the studio probably dumped close to 50 to 80, $100 million to make that film. So I can understand walking away from it could be really difficult. But I hope after this film premieres that they scrap it because I just, again, yeah, I don't want to watch, I don't want to watch Ezra Miller in my movies. But yeah, anyway. And yeah, I'm super stoked about the Swamp Thing too. That sounds awesome. Again, like the Swamp Thing, like I'm so interested to see what they do with this character. And it seems like it's going to be dark, horror driven. So again, like adult themed comics, I'm all for it. I'm here for it. I think the studios have finally learned that, hey, we can make R-rated, pushing PG-13 content, and still be okay, still make the money back, because guess what? Those 13-year-old kids, they're gonna find a way to watch this flick. Doesn't matter, they're gonna find a way to watch it. So I don't think it's a risk anymore for studios to make R-rated movies, especially in conjunction with comic books, because the whole idea of making a comic book movie is so you could sell toys. And who buys toys? Not kids, adults. Adults buy the toys for the kids, and sometimes the adults buy the toys for themselves. So I think studios are finally catching on to that. And so I think a lineup like that is the proof of it, that they're willing to take this is, he named how many, 6-7 different projects in there, over $1 billion project, worth of projects that Warner Brothers is putting on the line, that is putting in faith of James Gunn and his vision. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, I'm here for it. I'm excited. All right. So let's see here. UAP News. Lou, review Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp new podcast and Ryan Graves podcast. Disagree with them if you must. It's why I liked UCR Alternative Perspectives. Lex, we will be talking about this next Tuesday at 3:00 with, I believe, Mike and Rather. So every first Tuesday of the month, we will be talking UFOs for you guys. So I think we're going to change the time from 4 o'clock to 3:00 so that Mike can make it. But yeah, so it's coming back, but it's going to be in a very, very limited capacity. So we're going to be doing it once a month with the original crew. If we could get them all on that day, if the schedule aligns, but I know Rather's in, and I just talked to Mike today. So we're just going to change the time so we can accommodate Mike. And yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll talk about George Knapp's new podcast. We'll talk about Ryan Graves and his new podcast. Yeah, we'll get into it. So if that's what you want, come check us out every first Tuesday of the month. All right. So yes, the OG crew is getting back together, although just be careful what you wish for, because all three of us have had a complete change of heart on this topic, and for good reasons. But again, yeah, we're not gonna get into it right now. Maybe Jane down the line, I would be up for it. I know Jane is going through a lot of personal stuff right now, so whenever she's ready to come back, I'm sure she'll come back, and all my thoughts and good vibes are sent to her. So cool. B Baker, looking forward to it. Thanks. I'll be watching. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. All right. So the big announcement, So I have been teasing for over a month. Again, just quickly to review last month, or December. Yeah. Which was last month. I did an acting gig for a live streamer who goes by the name of Germa985. He's got over 1 million subs on Twitch. When I did the event, I had no clue who he was. And I played a hacker on one of his streams, and yeah, it blew up. Needless to say, the character was super popular. Yeah, it inspired me to finally start the gaming channel. And so I've done it. It's done. I thought I was going to have to wait till March for my new computer. When I ordered it, it said it wasn't coming until March 1st. It came almost 2 weeks ago. And for the last 2 weeks, I have been researching my ass off and learning new software and trying to make this channel as awesome as it could be. And also just learning a whole bunch of new stuff that I've never, ever done before. So it's taken me a little while, but we've got the computer, we've got the setup. I've only got to figure out 1 or 2 more little minor things, which I think we'll get through. And then we're going to be debuting the gaming channel. So let me show you guys what I've been working on. It is pretty cool. So this is our This is OBS. This is kind of what I'm running the gaming channel from. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, my link tree is in the description below, so you can subscribe to Twitch. I haven't come up with a schedule yet for when we'll be gaming, but I think I'm leaning towards Thursdays at 5, and I think a certain somebody will be joining me for those gaming sessions, so it should be really fun. So stay tuned to see who that is. I think you'll love it. Obviously, it's going to be pretty cool. Okay, so so yeah, subscribe to the gaming channel because games are coming. So this is I've been working. You can't really see these things down here, but this is OBS. So OBS is a software that connects to Twitch. It allows me to stream and do all of these cool sort of, camera switches. And so this is really what I was working on all day today and lost track of time along with laundry and a couple of appointments that I had. So this was literally what I was working on when Ryan texted me, was building this entire sort of infrastructure here for my Twitch channel. So if you go to my Twitch channel, the cool thing about this is I can type whatever I want in my Twitch chat, and it pops up here on the right side, as you can see. So that's something I had to figure out, not code, thankfully. It was pretty easy, but I had to watch some videos and learn some new stuff. We've got 3 little buttons down here that activate and prompt up a name anytime we have a new subscriber or a recent donation or a top donator. Those names will change and interact as the show's going. So this is it. Like, this is the big news, the thing I've been working on, the thing that I really was excited to show you guys. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, obviously I've got, the Call of Duty pulled up here now. So we're going to be playing the PlayStation for right now. I think we're going to eventually switch it to an Xbox, because I think the Xbox Game Pass has just got a ton more games that we could stream and try in real time. But we're going to start with Call of Duty. Those are the first games we're going to stream. And I don't have, like I said, don't have a date yet. I think if everything goes perfectly, this Thursday. If not, we'll wait till next Thursday and launch it next Thursday. But yeah, I am super stoked. I hope you guys are too. I had to buy a new computer. I had to get a whole bunch of stuff to make this work. All right, look at that. We got Kenzo. See? Kenzo just subscribed and it popped up. My work has worked. All of my efforts has worked. It is there. So thank you, Kenzo, for the follow. I truly appreciate it. It's just a really, really cool interactive software. It's a lot more interactive than StreamYard. I'll be 100% honest, but it takes a lot more to learn this software. So, I wanted to, before I did the channel, wanted to learn this software as best I can. So God forbid if something terrible happens, I know how to work through it. Although I have a feeling there's so much to this. It will take me years. The best thing to do is just do it and make mistakes and have fun. So that's what we're going to do. And so that's what I'm super excited to share with you guys again. Like, this came a month early, so I was excited to announce it to you guys. I don't think it was the announcement that most people were looking for. But hey, it is what it is. The channel's changing, the channel's growing. We're doing other things outside of what we originally did, as far as content was concerned for this channel. So, if you're sticking around, if you're watching, thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. If you've unsubscribed and you're hate watching, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And if you're undecided, thank you for being undecided. If I could do anything to push you toward the click button to subscribe, share, and like, obviously do that as well. So that's it, you guys. Sorry I was late today. Sorry. I was all over the place. I've just been, like I said, it was an insanely busy day today. But I'm glad I was able to make it. I'm glad. Thank you, Ryan, for reminding me to do my own show. I really got to get these shows on a calendar so I don't miss them anymore. But yeah, anyway, you guys, thank you so damn much for coming aboard, having a blast with me here. Let's see here. Ginger Turtle's now following. Yeah, thank you, Ginger Turtle. Look at that. You got a little dancing dinosaur and everything. Isn't that great? still learning about Twitch and how all that stuff works, but yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. Okay. If you want to game with me, hit me up on Twitter. I'll be able to respond in a week or 6 days whenever my Twitter account is live again. But if you want my profile here, it's Giorgio305 on PlayStation. You can find me there, or let's see here. Where's my information? Anyway, I took a screenshot of it the other day. You guys can check it out if you guys want to friend me on PlayStation. More than happy and looking for some new friends to jam and play with. So if you got the PlayStation, even if you got a PC or Xbox, I know that Call of Duty, you could cross-play between those systems. So friend requested, baby. You know, I'm here for you guys. All right. Have a great rest of your week. If anything cool happens within the next couple of days here, I'll let you know. And we'll go live. And if all is perfect, maybe we'll even stream sometime this week, and we'll get this gaming channel officially underway. Other than that, you guys have a great week. Have a great night. Until next time, I love you all very much. Peace.